أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Welcome everybody to our class here on Monday. Jazakumullah for arriving early and bearing with us whilst we get ourselves sorted. If I can call a student to the mic to open our class with a prayer, please.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Best student G745 to
G745. Assalamu alaikum. G745. Assalamu alaikum. Okay, maybe we could have somebody else.
Can I request student G711 to unmute their mic?
G711. Assalamu alaikum. G711. Okay, let me try somebody from my mic. G846. Assalamu alaikum. G846. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. How are you, darling?
Good, thank you.
Alhamdulillah. Okay, so can I just check your ID is G846, yes. Okay, sweetheart. So if we can start with dua, would you be able to recite Dawood with for yourself with everybody?
Slowly. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
Okay, mashallah. Okay, and the tasmiyah.
Bismillah. Bismillah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Well done, well done. Okay, mashallah. So for everybody else, just in case you didn't catch that, okay, repeat with me. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Okay, so today is Monday. So sweetheart, if you repeat with me, and everybody else, if you can also follow along. Okay, from here, darling, yeah? Rabbi shrah li. Sweetheart, are you there? G846? No. Okay, then, not to worry. Let me ask G122. Assalamu alaikum. G122?
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam, darling. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Alhamdulillah. Okay, sweetheart. So let's just repeat this dua with me, okay? Rabbi shrah li.
Rabbi shrah li
Sadri.
sadri
Wa yassir li.
wa yassir li
Amri.
amri.
Mashallah. Can you do that by yourself there, darling? From here.
Rabbi
Okay.
li
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Let me lead you again then, okay? Rabbi shrah li sadri.
Rabbi sadri shrah li.
Okay, not to worry, not to worry. One more time. Rabbi shrah li
Rabbi shrah li
sadri.
sadri
Wa yassir li
wa yassir li
amri.
amri.
Mashallah. Jazakumullah for coming to the mic, darling. Allah Hafiz for now. So if I could just request all parents, if you are sitting with your children, all of the material that we use in class is uploaded to the drive, and we can get the address of the drive to you tomorrow. But if you download the material, this prayer sheet is actually on the drive, and you can use this to help your children practice. These are very, very, very commonly used prayers for teaching and learning, and all children really should be learning them and memorizing them. If you haven't as yet done so, please do download and read with your children quite regularly. Okay, So let's now move on to, if you bear with me, to our etiquettes. So if I just can ask everybody to make sure that you are signed in with your correct ID. There are some people here who are still signing in with their names as opposed to their ID. Please be aware that if you don't have your ID, which happens to be one that starts with the letter G and then it has some numbers afterwards, if you don't sign in with your correct ID, firstly, you won't be called to the mic. And so you won't ever get a turn on the mic in class. But secondly, you may well often be placed into the waiting room because we don't know whether you're a valid student or not. So please do try and sign in with your correct ID. If you're not sure what your ID is, please, if I could just bring this up again, feel free to email us. The address is here, ukquranclass@gmail.com. ukquranclass@gmail.com. Send an email and put in as many details about yourself as possible, your halqa, your name, your email that you applied with. We can find your ID and we can email it back to you. Okay, so your ID is quite important. Inshallah, you'll have done wudu and you are wearing clean clothes. As per our traditions, we expect all Nasirat to have their heads covered with a scarf or a dupatta, and all members of Atfal to have a topi or a cap. Please make sure that you're sitting in a quiet place so that you can hear. And ideally, if a parent can be sitting with their children, it does help in the learning. Okay. So let's move on to our schedule. And today we're in week 5, mashallah. Okay, so Monday the 10th of October, today we'll be doing something called Tashteed. And this is based on the Talimul-Quran, lesson number 13, which happens to be on page 64. And we will learn about Tashteed and then we'll practice Tashteed using the exercises 13.1 and 13.2. Okay, so let's now move on to the lesson. Tashteed. Let me just get my, okay. So here we are. Whoops a daisy. Tashteed, lesson number 13 in the Talimul-Quran. So let's just have a quick read of what's written here and then we'll explain what all of that means. So there is a word, mushaddad. Mushaddad means hardened, something that is quite solid, quite hard, quite pressed. A letter with a shadda on top of it is called mushaddad. So we'll explain all of this in a moment, okay? Mushaddad letters are those which carry a shadda on top. So actually, let's have a look here. See here, this small W sign. Okay, this small W sign is what we call a tashteed. It's also very, very commonly called a shadda. And any letter that carries a tashteed on top of it, or a shadda, which is the same thing, like this red dal, it's carrying a tashteed on top. When a letter carries a tashteed on top, it's known as mushaddad. So this dal in red, which carries this tashteed, is known as a mushaddad dal. Similarly, here, this ba is carrying a tashteed on top. It's also carrying some strokes, but it's the tashteed that we're looking at. And when you see this ba with the tashteed, this is known as a mushaddad ba. Similarly here, this ra is carrying a tashteed on top, that small W sign, and that's known as a mushaddad ra. So that's what we mean when we say a letter with a shadda on top is called mushaddad. Okay, so what exactly is a mushaddad letter? Okay, in Arabic, instead of writing, let me grab my hand. Instead of writing an identical letter twice in succession, which means if in a word there is a letter that happens once and then straight afterwards the same letter happens again, okay, the same letter, then in Arabic what they do is they don't write the letter twice, they just write it once and then they place that small W-shaped sign on top. So when you see here, this W on top of this dal, what that's actually telling you is that although you're actually only seeing one dal, there's actually two dals there, but the way that they write it in Arabic, they only write one and they put the W on top. And because there are actually two dals there, that's the reason why we have to press down, why we have to harden the sound of the dal or the sound of any mushaddad letter, because there's actually two there. Okay, so having said that, let's now call a student to the mic, and then we'll practice.
Can I request G797 to unmute their mic?
G797, Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam, darling. So, sweetheart, is there somebody else or signed in as well?
No.
No, okay, all right then, fantastic. Okay then, so sweetheart, let's have a look at this here, okay? We have a ba with a fath on top. Straight afterwards, there's a dal. It has a kasra underneath. There's also this W sign on top of the dal. This W sign means that this is a mushaddad letter. That means that there's actually two dals there. One's just underneath, okay? So when we read this, we have to press down on the dal. So let's do it step by step. First of all, we're going to join the ba and the dal together. Let's say this, bad.
Bad.
Mashallah. Then we read the kasra, baddi.
Badi.
Mashallah, very, very nice. So let's now read this where we have the tashdid in the whole word, okay? So we're starting here, nu. Nubad. Nubad.
Nubad.
Well done. Now we're going to read the kasra.
Nubad.
Well done. Nubaddi. So you have to repeat with me.
Nubad.
Di. And then we add the lam. La.
Di.
Okay. And now read the lam with the fatha. La.
Hello?
Assalamu alaikum, darling. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay then. So sweetheart, read this with me, okay? Nubaddila.
Nubadila.
Mashallah, mashallah. Okay, sweetheart. Assalamu alaikum for now. Allah Hafiz. Before I move on, can I just ask that if you... So if I could ask my colleague to just mute that student.
Can my sister have a go, please?
If you bear with us for a moment or two, okay? So if I could ask my colleague just to mute that student. Okay, so if I can just explain that if you can possibly make sure that when you're signed in, that you're sitting quite close to the mic and that you don't have more than one device on at the same time, okay? Ideally, if you have microphone or headphones, that might be a good idea because we need to be able to hear you as well as you hear us, okay? So if I can call another student to the mic for the moment.
I request G844 to unmute their mic.
G844, Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam, darling. How are you?
I'm good, Jazakallah. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, I am very well. Jazakumullah for asking. Okay, sweetheart, so we're going to look at this here, okay? So here we have a kaf with a kasra, we have a ba, there is a tanween stroke on the top, there's also this tashdid. So there is a mushaddad ba here. And when we read mushaddad letters, the best thing to do is to first of all join the two letters, but we ignore the stroke on top of the mushaddad letter, okay? So just repeat with me. Gib.
Gib.
Well done. And then we bring in the stroke. So this is a fathatain. So we say ban.
Bun.
Well done. Then when we put it together, we say gib ban.
Gib. Bun.
Well done. So just pause a little bit and press down a little bit more on the bar. Gib ban.
Gib. Bun.
Mashallah, perfect. So here we have gib. Whoops, a daisy. We have gibban written within this word. So let's put the whole thing together, starting with the meme. Mu.
Mu.
Mukib.
Mukib.
Mukibban.
Mukibban.
Well done. Now with the ba, just press down a little bit harder and stay on the sound just a fraction of a second longer. Mukibban.
Mukibban.
Mashallah. Okay, let's move on to here. Okay, there's a ba with a dhamma, then there's a ra with a kasra underneath and a tashdid on top. This is a mushaddad ra. So when we're going to read this, we're going to join the ba and the ra together. Let's ignore the kasra to make it easy for now. Bur.
Bur.
Well done. Now the ra has a kasra, so let's bring the kasra into play. Ri.
Ri.
Now we put it all together. Burri.
Buri.
Okay, well done. Let's do it one more time. But when you come to the ra, really press down on it, okay? Burri.
Buri.
Well done. Okay, so now let's move on to here, where it's part of a word, okay? Burri.
Buri.
Zat.
Zat.
With the ta and the end, okay? Zat.
Zat.
Well done. Burrizat.
Burizat.
Mashallah. Okay, let's move on to here. There's a za with a fatha followed by a kaf. The kaf has a vertical fatha, but there's also tashdid. So what we're going to do is we're going to first of all join the za and the kaf together. Let's ignore the vertical fatha on top of the kaf for now, okay? Zak.
Zak.
Well done. Now we're going to read the vertical fatha as well. Ka.
Ka.
And then we join it all together. Zakka.
Zakka.
Perfect, mashallah. So let's read it within here. Ya.
Ya.
Yazak.
Yaza.
Well done. There's a kaf, okay? Zak.
Zak.
Well done. Yazakka.
Yazakka.
Well done. Okay. So Suha, let me just take you back to here. Okay. Now, if you can read this by yourself for me. Nu.
Nubati. Nubati. La.
Mashallah, very, very nice. You read all the letters just right. Let's just work on the timing, okay? Nu.
Nu.
Nubad.
Nubad.
Nubaddi.
Nubati.
Nubaddila.
Nubadila.
Mashallah. Okay, let's have a go at this one. Oops, a daisy. Okay, let's have a go at this one. See if you can read that by yourself.
Mukiba. Mukiba.
Okay, good stuff. You've recognized all the letters. So let's do it step by step, okay? Mu.
Mu.
Okay. Gaf and the ba join together. Gib.
Gib.
Well done. Mukib.
Mukib.
Well done. Then we do the fathatain. Ban.
Ban.
Mukib. Ban.
Mukib. Ban.
Well done. Okay. So when you see a tashdid, okay, you join the letters and then you bring the stroke that's with the tashdid into play, okay? Let's have a go at this one. See if you can read that one by yourself.
Bu, wait, buri, zab,
Mashallah, mashallah. Very, very nice. Okay, almost there. What is this letter at the end, darling, with the 2 dots on the top?
ta,
It is, yeah. So it's got a sukoon on the top, yeah. So when you have a sukoon, you can join that with this letter here, and you have to make both sounds. Zat.
zat,
Well done. So have another go at this.
buri, zat,
Well done. Okay. So let's make this a little bit more sharp now. Okay. Burri.
buri,
Burrizat.
buri, zat,
Well done. Okay. Let's try this one then by yourself.
ya, zat, ga,
Mashallah, very, very nice. The timings are just right. The letters are just right. Let's just do the joining, okay? With the za and the gaf. You do the za and the gaf, join them because there's a tashdid on the top. Zak.
zak,
Well done. And then we do the vertical fatha for 2 counts. Ga,
ga,
zakka,
zakka,
ya zakka.
ya zakka,
Well done. Okay, so repeat with me one more time. Nubaddila,
nubaddila,
mukibban,
mukibban,
burrizat.
burizat,
Oops, a daisy. Okay, let's do this one here. Ya zakka.
ya zakka.
Mashallah. Okay, sweetheart, Jazakumullah for coming to the mic. Assalamu alaikum for now. If I could have another student to the mic.
Can I request G847 to unmute their mic?
G847, Assalamu alaikum. G847, Assalamu alaikum. Okay, let's have somebody else.
Can I request G844 to unmute their mic?
G844, Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamualaikum, I just went.
Oh, okay then. Somebody else then.
Apologies. Can I request G743?
G743. G743. Assalamu alaikum. Okay. So, students, it's best if you stay by the screen because then when you're called, you can actually come to the mic straight away. Otherwise, we're going to be spending a lot of time just waiting for students to come to the mic. If you could have somebody else.
Yeah. Can I request G785 to unmute their mic?
G785. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam, darling. How are you?
I'm good, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Okay, sweetheart. So let's have a read of here. Okay. Whenever we see a tashdid, we have to remember that the letter that it's sitting on, we only see one, but there's actually 2. So when we read, we have to press down. And the way to read it is, first of all, to join the mushaddad letter with the letter that carries a stroke just beforehand. So let's do that. The seen and the waw are going to join. So.
So,
Well done. Then we read the stroke that's with the mushaddad letter, which happens to be a kasra here. We.
we.
Well done. Then you put it together, making sure that we press down on the mushaddad letter. So, we.
So, we.
Mashallah. So let's read now this word here, okay? Noon with a dhamma, nu.
No.
Well done. Seen with the fatha, joining to this waw. So.
So,
Well done. Nu so.
Nusav.
Well done. Wow with the kasra, we.
Vi.
Nusav, we.
Nusav. Vi.
Mashallah, perfect. Ya with the fatha, ya.
Ya.
And then we put it all together. Nusaviya.
Nusaviya.
Mashallah. Okay, let's move on here. Here is a ha with the tashdid on top. This is a mushaddad ha. When we see a mushaddad letter, we join it with a letter that carries a stroke. So to make it easy, let's do the joining first of all, and we'll ignore the stroke on the ha for now, okay? Ha will join with this meme. Mah.
Mah.
Well done. Then the ha has a kasra, so we say he.
He.
Well done. Take a deep breath and try and get that sound really deep from your throat, darling. He.
He.
Well done. Mahi.
Mahi.
Mashallah, very nice. So let's now read here, okay? Fa with the fatha. Fa.
Fa.
Mim with the fatha joining with this ha. Mah.
Mah.
Put it together. Fa mah.
Famah.
Well done. Ha with the kasra. He.
He.
Fa mah. He.
Famahi.
Well done. La with the kasra. Li.
Li.
Fa mah. He li.
Famahili.
Well done. So let's just work on this, okay? The ha, when you make the mah and then the he, try and make it all in one breath, yeah? Famahili.
Famahili.
Well done. Okay, let's move on to here. There's a fa with the tashdid. It's a mushaddad fa. It means that there's actually two fas here, okay? Even though we only see one. When we see a mushaddad letter, we join it with another letter that carries a stroke and we press down. So let's do this step by step. Noon with the fatha, let's join it to the fa. Naf.
Naf.
Well done. Then we look at the stroke with the mushaddad letter, which is a fatha, fa.
Fa.
And then we say naf, fa.
Nafa.
Mashallah. So let's have a go at reading this then, okay? Ta with the fatha, ta.
Ta.
Well done. Noon with the fatha will join with this fa. Naf.
Naf.
Well done. It joins because there's a tashdid on top, okay? The fa with the fatha is read as fa.
Fa.
Well done. Let's put those together. Remembering to press down on this fa. Ta naf fa.
Tanafa.
Well done. Sin with the fatha, sa.
Sa.
Ta naf fa sa.
Tanafasa.
Well done. Okay, let's go into here. Here is a mushaddad dal. It's mushaddad dal because it carries a tashdid on the top. That means that there's two dals there. When we read a mushaddad letter, we have to join it to the letter that has the stroke just beforehand. And then when we read it, we also have to press down. So let's make it easy for ourselves when we're reading. We'll join this qaf with this dal. Ignore the fatha for now. Qad.
Qad.
Well done. Dal with the fatha, da.
Da.
We put it together. Qad. Da.
Qad. Da.
Mashallah, very nice. Okay, so now let's have a read of this one, okay? Fa with the fatha, fa.
Fa.
Qaf with the fatha, joining to this mushaddad dal. Qad.
Qad.
Well done. Fa qad.
Fa qad.
Well done. Dal with the fatha, da.
Da.
Fa qad. Da.
Fa qad. Da.
Well done. Ra with the fatha, ra.
Ra.
Well done. Fa qad. Da ra.
Fa qad. Da ra.
Ha with the inverted dhamma. Who.
who,
Well done, because there's 2 counts timing on there, okay? Put it all together. فَقَدَّرَهُ.
فقدره,
Well done. Okay, sweetheart. So now, by yourself, see if you can read this.
نصوية,
Mashallah. And this one.
فمهل,
Mashallah. And this one.
تنفس,
Mashallah. And this one.
فقدره,
Mashallah. Perfect. Perfect sounds. Perfect pressing down on the mushaddad letter. And perfect timing. Very, very nice. Mashallah. Jazakumullah for coming to the mic. Allah Hafiz for now.
جزاك الله.
If I may have another student to the mic.
Can I request G814 to unmute their mic?
G814. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
How are you, darling?
I'm good. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, very well. Jazakumullah. Okay, sweetheart, so let's have a read. So let's now look at what we're doing, okay? There is a tashdid on top of this ra. This is a mushaddad ra. When we see mushaddad letters, we have to join them with the letter that comes beforehand that carries a stroke. So the easiest way to read them and not get confused is to join the 2 letters but ignore the stroke of the mushaddad letter, okay? So first of all, we say kar.
Good.
Well done. Then we look at the stroke with the mushaddad letter, which happens to be a fatha here. Ra.
Ra.
Kar. Ra.
Ra.
Mashallah. Well done, okay? So now let's put that within this word and read it properly, okay? Mim with the dhamma, mu.
Mu.
Kaf with the fatha, joining with this ra. Kar.
Kar.
Mukar.
Mukar.
Ra with the fatha, ra.
Ra.
Mukar. Ra.
Mukarra.
Mim with the fatha, ma.
Ma.
Mukarrama.
Mukarrama.
Ta with the kasratain, tin.
In.
Mukarramatin.
Mukarramatin.
Well done. Okay, here. Sin with a dhamma followed by a mushaddad ya. We're going to join those 2 together, but let's ignore the kasra whilst we're learning. Sui.
Sui.
Ya with the kasra, yi.
Yi.
Sui yi.
Sui yi.
Mashallah. So let's put that together. Sui yi.
Sui yi.
Well done. Ra with the fatha followed by a ta with the sukoon. Rat.
Rat.
Suyirat.
Sujirat.
Well done, mashallah. Now then here. Mushaddad Jim, because it carries a tashdid on the top. Whenever you see a mushaddad letter, join it with the letter that comes before it, which has a stroke. Whilst you're learning, we'll do the joining, but we'll ignore the stroke to start off with. Suj.
Suj.
Well done. Now we read the stroke that's with the mushaddad letter, which happens to be a kasra. G.
Ji.
Suji.
Suji.
Well done. Perfect sounds. Okay, so let's read it within here then, okay? Suji.
Suji.
And then there's a ra with a fatha that joins to this ta with a sukoon. Rat.
Rat.
Well done. Sujirat.
Sujirat.
Mashallah, well done. Okay, let's move on to this last one here. Mushaddad ba. So we're going to join that with this scene beforehand. Ignore this kasra, that's with the ba for now. Sub.
Sub.
Well done. Ba with the kasra, B.
B.
Sub B.
Sabbi.
Mashallah, very nice. Okay, so now here we're going to have a look at how to read this, okay? So we've got the sin and the ba as we've just practiced here. Sabbi,
Sabbi.
well done. Now straight afterwards is a ha with a sukoon. This sakin ha has to join with this ba. So the way we're going to join it is we're going to read the ba with the kasra and join it with this ha. Bih.
Bi.
Well done. So how we read this is we join the sa with the ba, sub,
Sab.
and then we join the ba with the kasra to this ha sakin. Bih.
Bi.
Ba and a ha. Bih.
Bi.
Well done. Sub. Bih.
Sabbi.
Well done. And then this a ha. So take a deep breath and make the sound come from the bottom of your throat. Hu.
Hu.
Well done. Sub. Bih. Hu.
Sabbi. Hu.
Well done, mashallah, well done. So this example here that we've just practiced shows you that sometimes you have to join a mushaddad letter and then straight afterwards you have to join a sakin letter as well. And that's all fine so long as you follow the rules, okay? Now, sweetheart, if I can ask you to read this last line by yourself, and let me just clear up the screen. Okay. So starting from this one here, have a go.
Mukarramatin.
Mashallah, very nice. Actually, almost perfect. Just a little bit fraction longer on the ra. One more time.
Mukarramatin.
Well done. Very nice. This one here.
Tuyirat.
Well done. Very nice.
Tuyirat.
Okay. Very, very nice. Okay. You don't need to question yourself. Suyirat.
Suyirat.
Well done. Have a go at this one here.
Sujirat.
Well done. And this one here.
Sabbihahu.
Okay. Let's do it backwards, yeah? Who.
Hu.
Okay. Join the ba with the ha. Bih.
Bi.
Bih. Who.
Bi. Hu.
Well done. Join the sa with the ba. Sub.
Sab.
Well done. Sub. Bih. Who.
Sabbihu.
Well done. Now we're going to press down on the ba. Sub. Bih. Who.
Sabbihu.
Mashallah. Very, very nice. Jazakumullah Dali for coming to the mic. Allah Hafiz for now.
Jazakallah Allah Hafiz. Can my brother please read?
Okay, if my colleague can just take a note, we'll call him next. Okay, so just to go through this exercise and the way we've taught it, Tashdid, this lesson that we're doing here today, is one of those lessons where often students find it difficult, but actually it doesn't need to be difficult at all. It's very, very simple if you follow the simple rules. And the rules are, whenever you see a mushaddad letter, which is like here, a letter that carries a tashdid, the things that you have to remember is that that mushaddad letter will join with the letter that comes just before it, where it carries a stroke. And when you see a mushaddad letter, the best way to read it is, when you're learning, is to join the two letters but ignore the stroke on the mushaddad letter. So here would be bad, and then look at the stroke and read the stroke, di. Then you join it together, bad, di. And if you do that when you're starting off, when you're learning, then after a while, what you will find is that you can then just read the mushaddad letter without having to do it step by step. But the steps are always the same, okay? Whenever you see a mushaddad letter, you join the mushaddad letter with the letter that's before it with a stroke. Just join the two letters, then read the stroke with the mushaddad letter. So here you would say mah and then mahi, and that would be the way to practice. If you use those steps, then sometimes you will find words which have a tashdid followed by another tashdid and another tashdid, but they become easy for you to read. Okay, with that, let's move on to the next exercise. If I may have that student's sibling, please.
Assalamu alaikum.
Can I remind you about the attendance form?
Oh, yes. Okay. So there is an attendance form in the chat. If you can download it and please fill in your attendance so that we can note it down. Jazakumullah. Okay. So if I could have that sibling to the mic.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. So Sriha, let's have a go at reading here, okay? We're going to join the ra with the ba. Rab,
Rabb,
rabbi.
Rabbi,
Well done. Let's go down to here. Sheen with the gaf, shak.
Shak,
With the gaf, darling, yeah? Shak.
Shak,
Well done. Then there's a kasratain, kin,
In,
shakin.
Shakin,
Well done. Let's have a read of this. Gaf and the waw will join. Go.
Ku,
Well done. Waw with the kasra, we.
Vi,
Go, we.
Ku, Vi,
Well done. Ra will join with this sakin ta. Rat.
Rat,
Go, we rat.
Ku, Virat,
Mashallah, well done. Remember, whenever you have a sakin letter like here, that joins with a muttaharik letter or a letter that carries a stroke. Okay, and you have to make both sounds. Just because this one it has a sukoon but no other stroke doesn't mean you ignore it. You join it and you make the sound as well. Okay. Okay, so let's have a look at this one here. Ta.
Ta,
Well done. Sod is going to join with this dal. Sod.
Sod,
Well done. Ta sod.
Ta, Sod,
Dal with the vertical fatha. So two counts timing. Da.
Da,
Ta sod. Da.
Ta, Sod, Da,
Mashallah. Very, very nice. Okay, so now let's have a look at this one here. Okay, where there's more than one tashdid. So let's apply the same technique, the same rule. First of all, this meen is going to join with this sod. Let's ignore the stroke for now. Mus.
Mus,
Well done. Now, straight after this sod is another mushaddad letter. So what we do is we join this sod with this mushaddad letter and we ignore the stroke on the dal. Sod.
Sod,
Well done. We say sod because the sod has a fatha. Yeah? Sod.
Sod,
Well done. So what we've done is we've joined the meme with the sod and we ignore the fatha. Mus. Then we've joined the sod with the fatha to this dal and ignore the kasra. Musod.
Musad,
Yes, okay. So apologies. Let me read that one more time. Musod. Musod.
Musad,
Well done. Yes. Dal with the kasra. Di.
Di,
Musod. Di.
Musaddi,
Well done. Well done. So let's one more time. Meme joins with this sod. Mus.
Mus,
Well done. Sod with the fatha joins with this dal. Sod.
Sod,
Well done. Musod.
Musad,
Well done. Dal with the kasra. Di.
Di,
Musoddi.
Musaddi,
Well done. Off with the ya as sakin afterwards. We read this as qi
Ki,
and then noon with the fatha. Na. Qina.
Ina,
Well done. All together. Musaddiqina.
Musaddiqina.
Well done. One more time. Really press down on the sad when you join it, okay? Musaddiqina.
Musaddiqina.
Well done. Okay, so sweetheart, if you can read for me this one again.
Rabbi.
Very nice. What is the stroke on the bar? A
Kasra.
kasra. How long does a kasra take?
1 second.
It does. So one more time.
Rabbi.
Well done. Okay, this one here.
Shaqin.
Okay, very nice. When you have a mashaddad kaf, it's going to join with this sheen, and we have to press down on it, okay? Because it's actually two kafs there. So one more time.
Shaqin.
Okay, so kaf with the kasratain is kin.
In.
Well done. Shakkin.
Shaqin.
Well done. Have a go at this one, darling.
Kavirat.
Mashallah, very nice. This one here.
Tasadda.
Very, very nice. One more time, repeat with me. Tasodda.
Tasadda.
Well done. Okay, have a go at this one here.
Musaddiqina.
Okay, so this one is tricky. And actually, when I was teaching you, I didn't read it properly the first time round. So one more time, okay? Meme and the Saad join. Mus.
Mus.
Well done. Saad and the Dal join. Sod.
Sad.
Musod.
Musad.
Dal with the kasra. Di. Musoddi.
Musaddi.
Well done. So make sure you join the meme and the Saad together and press down, yeah? Musoddi.
Musaddi.
Well done. Qina.
Qila.
Musaddiqina.
Musaddiqina.
Okay. So noon with the fatha. How long does the fatha take, darling?
1 second.
Okay. So let's read that for one count. How would you read that noon?
Na.
Well done. Well done. Okay. So you do know, okay, but when you're reading, sometimes you forget. Have one more go.
Musaddiqina.
Okay. Okay. So is your mom and dad with you?
Yes.
Yeah, okay then. So I'm sure that they'll understand what I'm explaining. So when you're practicing later, just make sure that the timing on the strokes is as it should be, okay? Noon with the kasra, with the fatha for one count. Musaddiqina.
Musaddiqina.
Okay. Make sure you do practice that, okay? And watch the timing on the strokes. Jazakumullah for coming to the mic. Allah Hafiz for now.
Allah Hafiz.
If I can have another student to the mic, please.
Can I request G796 to unmute their mic?
G796, Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam, darling. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, I am very, very well. Jazakumullah for asking. So, sweetheart, I'm just going to pick up some words from this exercise, okay?
Okay.
This one here. Oops, a daisy. Yeah, okay. We have a mushaddad ha, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to join that with this alif. Well done. And the ha with the fatha, ha.
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 Well done. Ra with the fatha, ra.
Ra.
Akhara.
Akhara.
Well done. Let's have a read of this one. Qaf is going to join with this mushaddad dal. Qad.
Qad.
Well done. Dal with the fatha. Da.
Da.
Qad. Da.
Qadda.
Mim with the fatha. Ma. Ma.
Ma.
Qaddama.
Ma. Qaddama.
Mashallah, very, very nice. Okay, let's have a go at this one here. Gaf is going to join with this mushaddad dhal. Give. Give.
Qiz.
Okay. Okay, it's just a gaf, darling, yeah? Ka. Give.
Give is a
Qiz.
Well,
Qiz.
okay. Dhal with the vertical fatha. Da.
Ba.
Well done. Give. Da.
Qidda.
Ba with the fathatain. Ban.
Ban.
Give. Da. Ban.
Qiddaban.
Okay, don't forget the timing on the vertical fatha for 2 counts. Kidzaban.
Qiddaban.
Okay, very, very nice. Let's just press down on the dal, okay? Spend just a fraction of a second longer. Kidzaban.
Qiddaban.
Very, very nice. Okay, so Sriha, read this one by yourself.
Qa.
Qad.
Qaddama. Qaddama.
Okay, that's okay, that's okay. Not to worry, yeah? The timings on all of these strokes is just for 1 count, okay? Qaddama.
Qaddama.
Well done. And here?
Akhara.
Well done. A little bit stronger joining, yeah? Akhara. Akhara.
Akhara.
Well done. And then this one here.
Qala.
That's okay, that's okay. You carry on, darling. I'll help you. Have a go.
Kiddaban.
Mashallah, mashallah, you recognized every single letter and all the strokes. Just the timing on the vertical fatha here, okay? Kidda.
Kiddaban.
Well done, okay? Kiddaban.
Kiddaban.
Okay, well done. Jazakumullah for coming to the mic. Okay, so we're coming to the end of our lesson, and if I could just repeat one more time how we deal with mushaddad letters. What we do is we see a mushaddad letter, like in this case here, the Jim. When you see the tashdid on the top, remember that in Arabic we don't write 2 letters that come straight after one another. When they're the same letter, we don't write them in Arabic. What we do is we just write 1 letter and we put the tashdid on the top. When you see the tashdid, just understand that there's actually 2 of these letters here. So when we're reading, we have to join the letter to the previous letter, and then we have to read the stroke. So we have to say Suj, Sujji. What we've learned today is this W here is known as a tashdid, or sometimes it's called a shadda. And a letter that carries a tashdid is known as a mushaddad letter. Okay, we have now come to the end of our class. And so if I now give you your homework, and today we did tashdid, we would like you to practice all of exercise 13.1 and practice 3 columns of exercise 13.2. Okay, so we went over 13.1 in some details. Okay, so 13.1 is quite important. So if you practice that for your homework, and then if you can try and go through 3 columns here, okay, this column here, and this column here, and this column here possibly, see if you can read those, and then tomorrow the teacher will continue with this exercise. If I can have a student to the mic for our concluding prayer, please.
Can I request G721 to unmute their mic?
G721, Assalamu alaikum. Okay, not to worry. As we're going to run out of time, if I recite the dua, if everybody follows along with me, please, okay? Allahumma arhamni, Allahumma arhamni Bil-Qur'anil azim. Allahumma arhamni Bil-Qur'anil azim. Oh Allah, have mercy on me through the Quran, the great. Jazakumullah for everybody's attendance. I hope and pray you've learned something today. Inshallah, we will meet again tomorrow. For now, I end the class with Islamic greetings. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.